Hello my dear students, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to our War on the Sea Let's Play series as the Imperial Japanese Navy trying to fend off the Operation Watchtower from the US Naval Forces in 1942. So you join us again, straight back from the previous episode where we're trying to chase down this supply convoy and try and get rid of other than the aircraft carrier, which still evades us, currently the only known surface fleets the Americans have around Guadalcanal. In the last episode, of course, we couldn't quite catch up to them. We did make contact with them, but they ran rings around us and just ran straight away. Very dishonourable of them. So we're going to try and do that again in this episode. So I'll see you on the strategic map. So, following on from last episode, we do have a few scouts in the air which should make contact with the task force. However, because we did just come into contact with them not that long ago, we are going to lose sight of them for about an hour or so, as is the case in this game, which is rather unfortunate. I would like to tail them straight on their heels and just close the gap between us. We are sending Ryuja back to Riam. Because its Kates are abysmal. We only have 8 out of a possible 24, which is not enough for me. So we're going to carry on and see what happens, I think. Hopefully we get... Here we go. That's much better as soon as we get through. So 2 heavy cruisers, 2 destroyers and 3 merchant ships. We should be able to take that on fairly handily. Although it is now darker. It's nearly 8:30 in the evening. Actually, no, it should be in the morning, actually. I am bloody stupid. Oh, my God. Scratch that. Let's just go straight in, shall we? Let's forget we ever said that. Does still seem to be some distance between us. We're going to take off fire at will because this game does not give us the most control over our ships to start off with. So fire at will is not going to help us. We're going to make sure all of our radars are on. I believe I mentioned in the last episode, one reason for getting the Yugamos, the destroyers, is because they do actually have a form of surface radar rather than air radar. So hopefully, there we go. Oh, that is a brilliant sea state as well. Nice and soft. Oh, they're not too far from the enemy. Let's double check that, shall we? What is the distance to the furthest ship? Okay, so 20 kilometers. That is actually quite far. Shall we try and identify them? Alrighty, so this is the farragut. Already is a little bit battered. You can see the New Orleans there. Oh, look at that list. You can already see the undercarriage there. That is brilliant stuff. Alright, so where are we? We're going to go to American destroyers. And this is a farragut. This one is a Marne. Come on, mate. Target it. Not allowed? No, okay, but it's because you can't necessarily see it just yet. Alright, so we're going to go to this one. This is, of course, the New Orleans. First things first, we've got to identify these things just to save a bit of time later on and to make the map a bit clearer later on. This is a Northampton. How many of those? I swear we've sunk a few of those. No, okay, so it's just the unavailable Houston. We have not yet actually sunk any of them. What about the New Orleans? Sunk one New Orleans. Okay, what about Portlands? We've sunk both Portlands. Excellent stuff. Won't be seeing them again. Which is what we like to hear. Okay, so we're going to identify all of these ships as well. Just make it a bit easier. One of them's already battered. Brilliant. Excellent stuff. So yeah, just make sure we're still targeting. We can't see this one just yet, apparently, even though the Nicholas is further away, or the Farragut rather. Okay, so to cow, I want you to fire on the New Orleans because that is closest. I want you to hold some AP fire. Moment, actually, how far do your secondaries fire out to? 14.8. Okay, we might actually just fire a few HE shells to start off with. We're going to get some spotting fire on them. We're going to do the same with the Mogami over here, I think. Get just some spotting fire out there, see what happens. The Akizuki can start firing at Farragut as well when possible. I'm going to hold off there. Makiguma, we didn't actually give you any firing orders. Nagara. We're going to let you actually. I think we're going to try and get you to tail one of the supply ships if possible. But as soon as we start firing at them, they're going to break off. So we may have to change that quite quickly. And the same again with Yugamo itself. Alright, so let's get going, shall we? Yeah, still quite the... We're going to increase our speed to try and catch up with them. We'll go to 32 knots. Yeah, we can see them just over there. Really nice sea state and weather, actually. This should help us with our firing solutions quite a bit. You can see the Makigumo's already got to 38-ish. So how's Takao looking? It's already 48. That's brilliant stuff. Yeah, we're going to keep firing like that until we get our solutions up a bit. I get the feeling this is going to be very similar. No, okay, it looks like the destroyers are turning to engage. We're going to identify the Marne very quickly. Excellent stuff. So hopefully they won't be evading us today. Brilliant stuff. Let's get back on the New Orleans with that one. So we're going to try and get the New Orleans out of commission to start with. Or it looks like its front turrets out of commission. That's brilliant stuff. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. We must have destroyed the magazine there, so it looks like it's peeling off. So we might actually have to change to the Northampton over here. I would like to properly sink something today. It's not been our forte in recent episodes, has it? Rather sad, to be honest. Okay, so we've got a decent firing solution from the Takao. We're going to go narrow fire, I think, with that. We're going to do the same with Mogami, because, yep, it does have the same firing solution. This is excellent stuff. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. So we're not currently in range with secondaries. How far does Nagara fire out to? Because I don't think it's in range yet. 19.1 is nearly in range. It's nearly in range. Okay, what's about destroyers? Yeah, 18.3. Okay, fair enough. We are, of course, going to be trying to launch torpedoes when possible as well, I think. Get it, when we can, just start firing, please. Nagara, why is Nagara such a terrible ship for firing solutions? Hopefully they can sort us out later. Okay, so Makigumo, you're going to bring the... We haven't given them proper waypoints yet, so we're going to bring them out of this sort of direction so we can get guns firing and torpedoes aimed up and try and intercept the battleships coming out over here. Oh no, it's not battleships exactly, but you know, the war-style ships rather than supply convoys. And it's just a waiting game so far, I think. So here we see that the New Orleans is actually peeling away. That might suggest that they're retreating. So we're going to change the targets of the Takao Mogami over to the Northampton over here. So, which is what we're going to do now. We're going to change the solutions and directors off over here. We're going to spot with AP and fire, please. Do the same with the secondaries, please, on Takao. And Mogami can do the same, of course. Just get that off. Targets again. And keep going like this, please. Mouse isn't moving there. Cool. So who was everyone else firing at? Nagara was going over here. Yeah, let's get them on the Marne, actually. Yeah, let's get them on the Marne. It's not firing at all. That's why it's not getting anything decent. Let's get some spotting fire off them. Excellent stuff. How's the Yugamo doing? It's firing Farragut. Excellent stuff. It's got a decent firing solution. Let's get that off spotting. And the Akizuki, you're not actually firing at all, so let's get going on that, please. And see how we're doing. We're getting any shots off. So yeah, the New Orleans is definitely thinking about escaping. It's launching, well, dissipating its smoke. So okay, decent. They got quite a wide distance between each of the ships here. So unfortunately, we're not going to get any collateral damage from any missed shells. It's not a problem as long as we do get some decent hits on the heavy cruiser over here, because I really want to start getting rid of these. These are the ones that are rather limited. They have destroyers for days, but heavy cruisers not so much. And the same goes for us, actually. We're even more heavy limited with our heavy cruisers in supply. So if we take any losses, those in particular, we're going to be in dire straits. We do actually have a decent firing solution with the... why are we not firing? With the Makaguma over here. So I think we're going to actually fire off some torpedoes while we can. We're going to do that and fire as many as we can. I nearly forgot to set a spread then. I think we're going to go for a spread of 3 because they're coming in bow in. We're going to reduce everyone's speed so that we don't accidentally hit Mogami or the other Yugama over here. Because that can happen. Yeah, let's get him to... yeah, they're just in formation, so they should follow the speed there. Should be okay with that. Excellent stuff. How are we doing? We've got any hits yet? Doesn't look like it. We've got some hits by the looks of it on Marne and on Farragut, unless this one's actually just peeling off smoke off, so that's not great. Good thing we fired the torpedoes when we could, but they are now evading, of course, so it might throw them off even more. I'm just going to check. Yeah, we're not going to hit our own ships with the torpedoes there. That's brilliant stuff. And once they've started peeling off even more, I might wait for the Yugamo here to get a better solution and fire some torpedoes herself. Now that they're peeling off, I don't think we're going to hit with them, which is very sad. We always fire at the worst of times. We have taken a hit on the Yugamo, we do have a single fire, and our magazine is slightly damaged. Let's not put our guns out of action just yet, but actually it might have done. We're not loading. Yeah, we're out of action with our guns because our magazine's been hit. That is a shame. There we go. Reloading again. Oh dear. Okay, so we got a decent firing solution here. I think we're going to get some more torpedoes off with this and fire the same sort of spread. It's on a 90. That is brilliant stuff. Let's get off of spotting fire and just go for it. Oh, that's what we like to see. So we're not going to have any torpedoes left with those two in this battle, but that's okay. Not going to be overly conservative with them because I do want to sink these ships, like I keep saying. I'm just going to take a quick damage report so I can see a bit more visually what's going on. It looks like we have touched the Northampton a little bit, and of course the Farragut is not doing well at all. We have taken minor damage to Mogami, so we're going to have a look and see what's happening over there. Okay, so no fires, but the bridge and front turret is hit. It's not taking us out of action. We're going to make sure it's firing properly there because the solution's actually rather decent. Get going there. How's the cows going? Okay, not great. We're going to get you back on to narrow spotting fire, I think. With both main and secondary weapons. And that's because they're using smoke screens, which is just cheating, really, if you think about it. Maybe we should start laying smoke of our own, actually, because we are getting rather close to them. Only 10 kilometres now, we've halved the distance between them. Can we use smoke? Excellent. Makiga's laying smoke. Yeah, let's get these 3 frontal ships to lay some smoke. And we're going to tell everyone to reduce their speed even more, just so we can get covered in that smoke, I think. Yeah, so these torpedoes not going anywhere, the Farragut's just gone. These ones might hit something if they turn round. We'll see though. Of course, our heavy cruisers can also fire torpedoes. That's one of the advantages of Japanese ships. And something we should really be relying on. Yes, so let's take a view from their ships. Yeah, look at that. We are so close though, look at that. We really need to get... what's Nagara firing? That should be the Marne, shouldn't it? Okay, brilliant. Let's stop spotting fire and just get on it. Yugumo is firing on Farragut. Actually, it's got a decent firing solution, so we're going to keep us on that. Akizuki can fire on the Man because it's so close. We just need to get rid of it. It's going to start doing some major damage to Makigumo and such. Let's get that off of there and start firing at Man, please. It's making me nervous how close it is now. We're going to get our sonar up on there actually, and on the Yugumo just to spot any torpedoes coming in, I think. We're going to increase our speed again to maximum speed, or at least 30 knots. Should do it. We do have a fire on the Northampton now, which is brilliant stuff. Looks like paying off. Finally getting something. But those torpedoes are looking terrible now, aren't they? We can see the rest of their fleet is peeling off rather handily. But I think these were the ships that did actually land on Guadalcanal, so we are mostly focusing on the warships, cruisers and destroyers and such. So, some more time has passed, and probably about 20 minutes or so in game time, and we can see that the full enemy fleet is actually trying to disengage now. So we're going to try and give chase with our main fleets, or our main ships, and go for their cruisers. But if we can catch up to their supply ships, that'd be great, just to try and sink something, because I'm very desperate now. Do not want this chance to get away from us. Yeah, it's not going too well. Though. Look at this. We're going to fire some HE again off of the Takata to try and preserve some AP shells. Might do the same with the Mogami actually, and them on there. Actually, what I might do is how are we doing against the Northampton? I think it's moderate damage on there. We can see the major fire in the midships. But I think that might get away for a while actually. What's going on over here? Oh wow, the Mar it's not. Yeah, this is a Marne. That's going terribly. Look at that, on fire from stem to stern there. That should be going down today, hopefully. Tell you what, I might actually set Mogami to secondary fire and get its own secondary guns to fire at the destroyer there, and I might do the same with Takao as well. Just get some optimised use out of them, but they're laying so much smoke over them, it's not helping at all. We might actually stop laying our own smoke now. Just because they are clearly retreating. Who else are we doing it with? Is it Yugumo? Great. Why have you changed your speed? Is it just try and get in formation there? Looks like it. This Nagara is really not paying off, is it? The firing solutions are always terrible on it. So, also having a quick glance at our torpedoes, just on the map, they look like there's the smallest chance they will intercept either the Farragut or the Northampton. AI seems to have this issue with that, don't they? You can see the Marne over there in the distance, set completely ablaze. Brilliant stuff. This is what we love to see. How's Northampton doing again? Still can't get rid of that fire midships. So hopefully that slows them down because it's right where their engine should be. That is brilliant stuff. And actually our torpedoes down south look like they're on a course to go for the supply ships, but they might just be out of range. Who fired those ones? I think it was Makigumo, wasn't it, that fired them? It was the Yugumo all the same. We're going to look at the range. Yeah, it's 20-kilometer torpedoes. We fired them quite a way away. I've noticed that we have a decent solution on there, so you just make sure it's narrow. I'm just going to double check the distance to target here. Yeah, 18 kilometers. They're going to be out of range because we're all the way back here. They've gained some distance. Just not going to happen. That is a shame. What's Mog going to be doing over here? Come on, mate. You're trying to get in formation. Turn up. Oh my god, look at that. That is a 95-97 solution there. What is going on? The Marne's still going at a 20-knot speed with smoke on. Yugamo's doing great. That must be the radar paying off there. That is American type solutions there. And actually we're not taking any fires or damage at the moment, so we can keep this up so long as our ammunition holds up. Joining me just a few minutes later, we can see that we've taken a couple more hits to the Northampton here, which is brilliant stuff. They got another fire on the bows, which they possibly get on top of, but going by the looks of the midships fire, which has been going on for ages now, we might just be able to scrape in a heavy cruiser sunk in this battle. But I might... Oh, they're firing stem to stern now. Look at that. Another one's just come off. We can see its speed going down there. I think we're definitely going to get this later on. But yeah, I'm thinking of actually skipping towards the end of this battle now because it's clearly going to be dragging out for quite a while. I want to get something else done in this episode. So we'll see what happens. Having said that though, only a few minutes, only a couple minutes in real time, we've managed to sink both the Marne and Northampton in quick succession there, and rather than give chase to the rest of the fleet, I think we're going to call it there with this battle and order a retreat. As far as I'm concerned, that is a decent win. We've taken minor damage to the Nagara, which was there already. Everyone else pretty much intact. Just running a little bit low on shell count now. It's about half capacity for our heavy cruisers, so they'll be able to last one more engagement before actually having to resupply. So we're going to carry on and see what happens. We're going to pull back with this group then and come back to Guadalcanal a little bit and see what happens. We're going to bring our excuse me, our submarines out a little bit and keep them patrolling around. We were thinking actually about getting some supply ships out to the Shortland Islands, weren't we, to get some engineering and fuel there, which I think is what we're going to do. Having said that, I might also try and get some more out to reinforce the troops on Guadalcanal, but that might be too late. So we're going to try and do that to get some UC out. Not American, we want Japanese. We want one Kamagawa Maru and one Nippon Maru for sure. And that will cost 25, so that's just be able to get those two out by the looks of it, because these ones cost 10, but that's okay. That will supply the Shortland Islands up. So we're going to manage cargo, get engineering, and we're going to get some fuel off there, and we're going to set their course straight over to the Shortland Islands. That's going to take 23 hours. How long is it going to take for the Ryuja to get up there? I think it's about the same time, isn't it? Yeah, about 11 hours. Tell you what, we're going to park the Ryuja over here and just keep it behind the islands so it's somewhat safe there, and just wait to upgrade the Shortland Islands for that, I think. So let's go. And no sooner are we free of that surface group do we encounter another air group here from the carrier, which we need to take care of. So while I remember that, we're going to send the submarines straight over here and try and evade with our surface fleet. We are of course going to turn on all of our radars, because yeah, it's not great at all. Akizuki, we've finally got that of course. I'm sure the single Akizuki won't make a huge difference, but it would be nice if it did, wouldn't it? I'd like to hope. I'm going to make sure we are still in circle formation. Yep, brilliant. And yeah, where are they? So they're to our stern. Exactly what are they? They are Dauntless dive bombers. More Dauntlesses. More Dauntlesses. Alright, so we're going to go like this. I do wonder if laying smoke might help actually. Could try that. Oh, just a couple ships. But yeah, we're going to increase our speed as well. See what happens. So the dive bombers are in range. Looks like they're trying to go for our heavy cruisers by the looks of it. They're not diving just yet. Here we go. Right now, yeah, they're definitely got to go for a heavy cruiser. Mogami, quickly brake, increase your speed, and try a hard turn to port, please. That's not going to be soon enough, is it? Oh, it's a minor hit on the stern there. Reduce your speed again, maybe. See what happens. Get a second wave coming in. Yeah, they definitely go for Mogami, aren't they? Pray. Pray. Oh, that's a lot of bomb hits. What have we taken here? Okay, so flooding, taking out a few secondary guns. We can't sort anything about that flooding. That is very unfortunate. We've only lost the one aircraft, but that one's already dropped. What are these flight going in for? It looks like to cow, doesn't it? Oh my god. Got so much small arms fire going off, but it's just not happening, is it? Oh, what was that? A dud bomb? That doesn't happen very often. I'll take that very happily. Oh my god, that is brilliant. Okay, so we did take manual control over that for a quick second. Gonna slow down. So let's take a quick report, shall we, on damage control. So minor damage to just general compartments there, but we did take major damage to our aircraft catapult there and a secondary gun, which means that we won't be able to fire off a catapult from here. And they've completely destroyed this catapult launcher as well. So before we leave, we're going to have to sort that out, which I will do in a second. I will see you back on the strategic map, I think. So, with that being said, we are going to tell all of our Jakes to return to base, back onto their ships, and trying and see if we have anything available on our submarines, because I really want to try and spot that aircraft carrier as soon as possible, which I've been saying for days now, of course. I really want to get rid of that thing. It goes full speed, see what happens. Might actually launch some zeros off of the Shortland Islands now, as well as the Ryujo, just because we know that's happening. Should have done that a little bit earlier, I think. Get them to go to Cal Task Force. Brilliant stuff. Alright, let's see what happens, shall we? Try and get this to come back over here. The vector and trajectory of that last attack group suggests that it's around this sort of direction, doesn't it? But we shall see. It seems to be rather elusive, this, doesn't it? Where did that come from? I thought we had paused. Interesting. It's with the Jake, isn't it? Okay. Going to begin that because we do have the I-17 here, which are going to make dive because we do not want that to be spotted at all. Let's do an emergency dive there. We're going to try and retreat as quickly as possible. Okay, so just as we're allowed to retreat, actually some wildcats do appear, so we're going to cheese this a little bit and go away with 0 losses. But they did come in from this sort of direction, so I think with oh my god, yeah, the Mogami's rather damaged still. See if we can actually launch anything from here. Okay, so we're quite lucky to do that. We're going to try and patrol around here, see what happens. Okay, I think we can get one off of here as well. No, we can't because we've lost it. Excellent stuff. Yeah, I think that's all we can do for now. Just get a few of those out and just pray. Yeah, we've got some Avengers coming in now. Oh, this isn't great. This is not great at all. Guess our radar's on, of course. Keep forgetting we don't have one on the Mogami there. Right, so going by the map, they were coming off our stern again, so I think we're actually going to increase our spread, I think, of formation width. Looking at the wrong screen. So we're going to form up at circular 750, and I think we're going to try and just keep them at our stern there, so hopefully we take minimal losses there. We're going to increase our speed again, of course, and hopefully they don't try and circle down to face our beams. Alright, so this may be a tad too late, but I'm going to tell people to break off and go in their own directions here, because after telling them to change their formation slightly, I'm actually getting rather nervous that whatever we do here will actually cause we're not going too fast or fast enough to actually evade anyone. So this Nagara might actually come off a bit. Actually, that's only making him more susceptible there. We're going to tell them to go over to port again and increase speed. Not liking this at all. It's been alright on the receiving end, hasn't it? But otherwise, not fun at all with torpedo bombers about. Are they going to drop yet? They're dropping just there. We need to hard to starboard and reduce speed, which we have done, but that might be a bit too late. Yeah, we're going to definitely get a catch one there. And pray this is one of those famous American duds. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, Nagara's got to be going down here. This is very sad. Increase your speed just a little bit, please. Try not to catch that one. It might. Oh, I was hoping it would be saved by the stern actually being higher up in the water there. That's okay. What exactly has that done? So yeah, that's completely destroyed our rudder and some propellers there. Oh, that is terrible stuff. I was really hoping that was a dud. So we're going to get everyone now to change course and turn hard to port over here. I think, yeah, do as I say. Do as I say. Hard to port. Okay, so we've shot down a couple, and they seem to have all dropped on the same beam there. Which is rather lucky. So this Takao is looking. Oh no! They're going to take two. Oh no! Please be a dud. No. Oh no! Oh no! Poor Takao. No. Oh dear. My dear sweet Takao. Oh, shit me. Well, yeah. They're still on course for these torpedoes as well, actually. Jesus Christ, we need to get moving. Fuck. Jesus Christ, this is not good at all. Look at all those torpedoes coming on the map. They're definitely going to have the range for it as well. Shit. There we go. A sad sight there. She served us well. But it's time to say goodbye to what has been our flagship for a time, most of the campaign. Nagara also going to be going down soon. I think we're going to send this whole task force back to base and see if we can replace anything here. Get some repairs off. us otherwise. On that bombshell, I have been the Edified Gamer. Thank you all for watching, and I hope all your nights and days are auspicious. See you in the next episode.